It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports.
To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell.
And we are underway from Hawaii. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number one, including himself.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Jets defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Herbert on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Complete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Fielded just inside the 20. Fights off the defender.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jets will take over.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Farm is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Herbert.
He gets it to Addison.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total. It made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 60 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Herbert.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Back to throw, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Purdy.
And that's incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football.
Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. The numbers for Sanders last week, 18 carries, 77 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. Purdy. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. He's got Brown on the out route complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. This will be caught once again by Brown. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Purdy now to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now with Purdy. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And going right back to Walker. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Back to throw here, Herbert. His throw incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Herbert on first down now. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Herbert throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
That's complete to Pierce.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Again, Herbert.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Gay's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Man, I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And New York set to take the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Throwing here, Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And incomplete.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
This is fielded at the 27. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. It's a big play there. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Herbert now. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
His 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy. Open man is Mingo, complete.
And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
A second down throw for Purdy. That's caught by Mingo, right side.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Purdy.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Isaiah Simmons.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Now Purdy.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Myles Garrett able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
And down he goes again, a bevy of sacks in less than a half. But this defense is still losing the game. They've got to fix something because there should be no excuse for losing with an effort like this on that side of the ball. They need to take advantage when their defense is generating this kind of pressure so early in the game.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Rams who are out in front as that game has gone to halftime. Joe Mixon, the lone touchdown there.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy throws quickly, and he's got George Kittle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Purdy looking to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
Running left is Walker. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. Herbert. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Running right, here's Walker. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Walker. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Luke Schoonmaker.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And New York set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders.
And taken down just shy of the 40. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of the route, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That is caught. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Purdy now to throw.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now on first down, it's Purdy.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he is going to have a Jets first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. A give running left. It's Sanders. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down with
action, now Purdy. Throwing.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. So signals the referee as they're going to convert by about a yard there on 4th and 5. Big conversion.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to throw, Purdy. He completes this one to Mingo.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Going for it with Sanders. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Purdy off the play fake.
And it'll be intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On the counter, it's Walker.
Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And escapes the sack.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Honolulu, they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.